Okay, students, let's welcome you once again to lecture 7 of GATE Engineering Math lecture series. So, we'll continue with question number 28. I have taken some questions. It's on simultaneous equation, then absolute value of eigenvalues, eigenvector, some statements, rank. So, up to 32 we'll try to complete today. Okay, then let's start. Again, I am requesting you, those who have not subscribed, kindly subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for the further. Okay, then let's start. Question number 28. So in 28 it is given system of equation x plus 2y plus zv1. Which of the following is true about the solution, about the consistency of the solution? So if you look at for consistency, again what we will do, we will do the rank 1 2 2 5 1 3. This was A, and then side by side we write B. So we know the rank of A should be equal to rank of AB, then it is consistent, we have already discussed. So this is my augmented matrix A, B. So if you solve it, you will be, that will replace by R2 is replaced by R2 minus 5 R1. So if you do it, it will be something 1 2 2, then B1, then if you do it, it will be 0 minus 9 minus 7 B2 minus 5 B1. So now you can see it clearly, the rank of A is 2 and the rank of AB will be also 2. Whatever the value of B, even if it is 0, suppose it is 0, some B1, B2 we have chosen so that it becomes 0. Even if it is 0, then also it is 2. If it is not 0, then also it is true. That means it is always true. It is always true irrespective of your whatever B1, B2 you choose. That means, and number of unknown is 3. So it is less than, the rank is equal to 2. Both are equal and it is less than 3. That means what is the conclusion? It will be an infinite solution for any value of B1, for any B1 and B2. Okay, so that means the system have a unique solution. A will not be the answer. It is not a unique solution. Infinitely many solution for any given Bn. So B is the correct answer. No solution. It will not be depends on B1, B2. It doesn't depend on the solution. Have no solution for any values of B1, B2. That is also not a correct one. Now one more situation. That is okay. This is done. Now one more situation I want to show you here. One interesting situation. The situation may arise something like of this, which will be a bit typical. Suppose 0 0 0, and suppose you got something like that after doing the converting it to canonical form. Now what you can see here rank of, this is example extra, not in this one. Suppose the rank of A, what is now 1. Now what is rank of AB? Now it depends on this. If it is 0, if 0, then this will be 1. If not 0, then the rank will be 2. This rank will be 2. So now you can think. So for solution it should be 1 because this should be equal. For solution exist, this should be equal. If this should be equal, that means this one should be 0. So B2 minus 5 B1 equal to 0, or B1 or B2 is equal to 5 B1. So this relation should hold true if you need to have a solution. In this case, particularly if one example I have taken, if this situation arises, then you will have to have this relation hold true, because if it is 0, then only it will be 1, otherwise it will be 2. If it is 2 not equal to 0, then it is no solution. So if the option is for no solution, then it should not be equal. If it is solution they are asking, then it should be equal. So this one extra thing I need to say in this one. So go for next, going for question number 29. So if you can go for question number 29. In 29, what they have told you, a matrix is given of this fashion. You need to find the ratio of the maximum and minimum eigenvalue. So for maximum and minimum eigenvalue, what you need to have to find the eigenvalue. So that is, so for eigenvalue, Absolute value of eigenvalue. You know how to find absolute value of eigenvalue? A minus lambda equal to determinant of this one is equal to 0. So it will be minus lambda 1 minus 1 minus 6 minus 11 minus lambda 6 minus 6 minus 11 5 minus lambda equal to 0. Now determinant, I think you can open it. I am not doing it. Minus lambda into, okay, let me write it. This into this 5 minus lambda minus 1 into minus 6 into 5 minus lambda minus 6 into minus 6, then plus minus 1 into minus 6 into minus 11 minus 6 into, there are lots of plus minus to take care of this. So if you will do it, you will find, finally you will find something like this: lambda cube plus 6 lambda square plus 11 lambda plus 6 equal to 0. Now it is a cubic expression. How to solve it we have already discussed in earlier lectures. You need to go for trial and error, because here is no options also. So you better start with lambda 1 minus 1 2 minus 2. These are very common case. You can start with 3 minus 3. If there is option, then you can take from option. Otherwise you have to start from your own arbitrarily. So if I put lambda equal to 1, it is 1 plus 6 plus 11 plus 6. It is not equal to 0, so it is not there. Next is if lambda equal to minus 1, then it is minus 1 plus 6 minus 11 plus 6. Yes, it is equal to 0. So lambda, you take this side, lambda plus 1 will be a factor for this one. For cube, you will write 3 factors: lambda plus 1, lambda plus 1, lambda plus 1, which is equal to 0. Now you check this one. To make it lambda cube, you have to multiply it by lambda square. Now you have 1 lambda square, you need 6 lambda square. You will give 5 lambda square plus 5 lambda. You have 11 lambda, that means you need to give 6 lambda plus 6. If you take lambda plus 1, it will be lambda square plus 5 lambda plus 6. Now if you factorize it, final answer 1 is minus 1, 1 will be minus 2, 1 will be minus 3. Now they have asked you not the values. What they have asked you to find the ratio of the maximum minimum. So this is maximum in minus, this is minimum in this. So the ratio is ratio of maximum to minimum. So maximum is this, minimum is this. So 1 by 3 is the answer. Not 3. You take care of this one. It is minus. So in minus it will be, the minus one will be the largest, and then this one will be the smallest. So if you go for next one, then next one is given. They have one more catch. They have given the absolute value of ratio of the maximum minus. Now this is absolute they have asked. So be very careful. So this is not correct. So absolute value is 1. Absolute value they have just. So absolute maximum is 3. Minimum is 1. So the answer is 3. So do take care. There is a little. They have given the absolute value. What is the ratio of the absolute value of this one? Of lambda. Absolute. So for absolute value you have to take mod. So next, if we will go, then 30. So in 30, what they have asked, which of the following statement is true? A real symmetric matrices. Now what is symmetric matrices? Symmetric matrices is this one. There should be, if you draw the diagonal, this side and this side should symmetry, means this should be same. That is known as symmetric. Or skew symmetric, these two sides should be minus 1. That's all. So if you take A, this is B. Then if this is C, then this one should also be C. So this is suppose I have taken a real symmetric matrices. Now they are asking to find the eigenvalues of this one. To say something about their eigenvalues. So for eigenvalue, what you will do? You will deduct lambda from the diagonal elements. Then you will take product. So A minus lambda, B minus lambda minus C square equal to 2. So if you do it, it will be lambda square minus A plus B lambda plus AB minus C square. Now you have to answer the characteristics of lambda. You can see this is a quadratic equation. So the roots of lambda is the roots number. The values you will get, that is the roots of the. So how to give idea about the roots? You need to find discriminant. You remember your small classes where we can calculate a discriminant d equal to b square minus 4ac. So it is b, it is lambda. So b square is here minus a plus b. B square minus 4. B square minus 4, a is here 1, this coefficient. and C is here this. So if you do it, it will be A square plus 2AB plus B square minus 4AB plus 4C square equal to 0, which will be A minus B whole square plus 4C square equal to 0. Now all are square, that means it will be a positive. So discriminant is positive. So what you can say, if the discriminant is positive, you can say the roots are real. Roots are real. Nothing else you can say. So lambda will be real. So that's why your option A is correct. B, they have asked whether the eigenvalues are positive. You don't know positive because discriminant is, what is your roots? Lambda will be equal to, what was the formula? Minus B plus minus, that is root D by twice A. So it can be more than D, it can be less than D, it depends. So it can be positive, it can be negative, you cannot say. Eigenvalues are distinct. So for distinct, you cannot say it can be distinct. If it is 0, discriminant is 0, then it is not distinct, and D can be 0. How? Because it is this one, this is D. So if your A equal to B and your C equal to 0, if particular this case occurs, but it can be easily A equal to B and C equal to 0, it can be, then also it is symmetric. So in that case, it is not distinct. So that's why C is not answer, B is not answer, C is not answer. I am just checking with other options. D, sum of the eigenvalues, sum of all the eigenvalues is 0. Sum of all the eigenvalues. What is sum eigenvalue? Sum is always minus B by A. So what is minus B here? If it, where is your, this is minus B by A. So this is A plus B by A. So this cannot be always 0. Sum of all the eigenvalues are 0. Sum of alpha plus beta, that is, again you can remember this, that is minus B by A. So minus B is here this, that means A plus B. So it cannot be always 0. It cannot be always 0. Why? Because it can be 0 only when A equal to minus B, that's it. So it can be 0 when A equal to minus B. So but it is not possible here. They are asking for a general solution. So general is this one, it is always real. These are specific. In some cases only it will occur. So coming back to next, then question number 31. A is given P, Q and B is given 180. The rank of matrix A is equal to N. Now here you can see P, Q, R, S. If you see the question, you can feel it is PR plus QS, then PR plus QS, then R square plus S square. Now you can see AB, you can find something fishy is there, because if it is PQ multiplied by PQ, then P square Q. So if you can multiply it with this fashion, what is this? This is A transpose. What is this? This is A. So B is something of this fashion, A into A transpose. If you do multiply this one, then you will find this one. See, P square plus Q square, PR plus QS, PR plus QS plus. So it is given of this fashion. So there is a theorem for this one. I am writing the theorem. If A is a matrix for M cross N and B is a matrix for N cross L, then the rank of AB, the product rank, will be less than equal to rank of A. And this is one. And this, if determinant of B is not equal to 0, then these ranks are equal. Now here obviously you can say, because this is general approach, so you can say in general approach you cannot specific about something. So you can see here the rank of AB, this you can say suppose A and B. Here both are 2 cross 2, these should be equal, but here it is equal, 2, 2, 2, 2, you can see, you can apply these 2 and these 2 are equal. So you can apply this one. And more importantly, if this determinant is not equal, if this is 0 then this is equal, there is, every determinant is 0. So there is no question of this one. So you can use this one. So determinants are not equal to 0. If this is 0 then this is 0, then there is no questions will arise. So what will be that in that case? So both the rank should be equal. So what is the rank of this one? This rank is N, this rank is N. So it will be, the rank of this product will be equal to the, I am going for this case, this should be equal. So rank is N. Now one thing, without, suppose you don't know the theorem, there will be lots of theorem you may have not studied or you have forgotten in the exam. Now you can think of what we have already discussed. This is some kind of general approach. Can you recall? I have told you, because this is for any value of PQRS and they have given rank n. So this is some sort of generalize of the question. So you can assume something and you can try. So let us find the rank of this one. How to find the rank of this one? For finding rank of this one, what we will do? We will make it 0. Canonical form, this one you can forget. So what you will do, you will represent R2 is replaced by R2 minus R1 divided by P into R. If you divide by P, then it is 1. If you multiply it, then R. So R minus R will be 0. So if you do it, then this is 0. This will be S minus Q by P into R. So if you do it, it will be, if you take LCM here, it will be 0 P SP minus QR. Now for generalized version, I can take any value of rank. This is a 2 cross 2. Rank will be either 2 or 1. 2 or 1. So if you take 2, we cannot conclude anything from here. Then it is not equal to 0. Not equal to 0 is not a special case for me. If I take 1, then I can do something with this one. If it is 1, that means this one should be equal to 0. If this is 0, then you can write P by Q. If you take that side and the Q, divide R by S is equal to K. Then PS minus RQ equal to 0. Some sort of conclusion you can do here. There is a ratio between these two. Now if you put this value here in B, so what will be your B? Instead of P, if we put KQ, then if you take K square common, it will be if you take Q square common, it will be K square plus 1. Similarly, if you put here also PR, QS, everywhere you put and then you take common. So if you take common here, it will be QS K square plus 1, it will be QS K square plus 1, it will be S square K square plus 1. So you can divide everything by K square plus 1, it will be Q square QS QS S square. Now again you can divide it, this one upper row by R1 by Q, and R1 is replaced by this, R2 is replaced by R2 by S, so it will be Q. If you divide it, then it is S. If you divide it by S, then it is Q, it is S. So you can see, if you deduct it, R2 is replaced by R2 minus R1, then what it will be? QS00. So what is the rank? So rank of B you are getting as 1, which is the one you have assumed earlier, N. So you can think of the rank is equal to 1. If N is equal to 1, then if the rank of original A is 1, then this rank is also 1. So you can check with 1. If option A is N by 2, so it is not N by 2 because it is 1. Second one, and rank cannot be fraction also. It is 1 minus 1. Second one will all not be the answer because 0 cannot be. See, why I am checking with option? Because I have taken a specific case, because I have taken only N equal to 1. So because it is general question, for N equal to 1 the answer should be true. So I am checking with option. If answer is true, only one option, then that is the answer. So it is N equal to 1, it is true. D 2N, 2 into 1, 2 no. So obviously this will be the answer. Suppose you don't know the theorem or don't know anything, because it is general question, you can take this approach. You can start with let's simplify this one and let it take a smaller size. You take something from which you can conclude that we have taken N equal to 1. So from here we can conclude this is equal to 0. So this is a starting point, we can start. Next, I will go for last question for today, that is 32. What is there in the 32? 32, find the eigenvector of this one. I have already done something on eigenvector, but I thought that this one is a slight difference is there. I will calculate all the eigenvectors for you. So you can see this is a lower triangular matrix. Sorry, this is an upper triangular matrix. All lower is 0. So here eigenvalues are 1, 2, and 3. You can, if this is also a theorem. The diagonal elements will be the eigenvalue. When if it is a lower triangular or upper triangular, either lower triangular or upper triangular, then it will be, you can do directly. So for lambda equal to 1, for every value you can calculate eigenvalue. So it will be 0, 1. For lambda equal to 1, what you will do? A minus lambda I. So from diagonal you will deduct lambda. 2 minus 1, 1. 3, 0, 0, 3 minus 1, 2. Multiplied by the vector. So as I was discussing, so to find eigenvector, what is the procedure? This is the ax minus lambda x equal to 0. So a minus lambda I, if you take this side into determinant into x, should be equal to 0. So this is the formula. So that's why I am doing a minus lambda I. That's why for lambda I am deducting lambda from each one. So a minus lambda into x should be equal to 0. From here you can write this one. So this is my eigenvector. So if you open it, because it is directly, you can see the first row. If you multiply x1 0 0, so it will be x2 is equal to 0, because this is 0 0 0 null matrix, and then 0 x2 plus x2 equal to 0, first one, this 0 x2 x, so x2 equal to 0, first one. The second one 0 x2 plus 3x3, that should be is also equal to 0. Last one 0 0 2x3 equal to 0. So meaning that x2 equal to 0, x3 equal to both are 0. So what is x1? There is no x1. So that means x1 you can take any value, there is no issue. So the what is the eigenvector? It is looking like 0 k 0 0. If you take k common, it is 1 0 0. So this is one eigenvector. So for each eigenvalue you will get one corresponding eigenvector. For 1 this is the eigenvector. For 1 this is the eigenvector. Now we check whether it is in the option or not, but it is not in the option. So you have to check, go for next eigenvalue, that is lambda equal to 2. So for 2 equal to, again for 2 if I do it, then I will deduct again 2 from the diagonals. So if we deduct 2 from the diagonals, it will be minus 1 1 0 0 0 3 0 0 2 multiplied by again x1 x2 x3 is equal to 0 0 0. Because these are simple, that's why I am directly multiplying. Now I will multiply to calculate. But if it is lots of zeros are there, so that's why I am going direct. If it is not 0, if this is not the case, then you have to shift it to canonical form. So you can directly multiply again, minus x1 plus x2 minus x1 plus x2 plus 0 equal to 0. Then 0 0 0, that means 3x3 equal to 0. The second one is also 2x2 equal to 0. So which means x3 equal to 0. And x1 and x2, so again you have so what you will do, you don't have any other equation, so you have to assume something 1k, then x1 will be also k, because both are equal. Putting there, you have to assume some value of x2 and or x1. So what will be the vector k0, that is if you take k common 1 1 0. So this is the eigenvector for corresponding lambda 2. Either this is in the answer, but still this is not in the answer. So we'll go for the next one. So next one will be equal to lambda equal to 3. So again for lambda equal to 3, what we will do, minus 2 1 0 0 2 minus 3 minus 1 3 3 0 0 0. So it is x1 x2 x3 again 0 0 0. Now you can understand. So minus 2 x1 plus x2 equal to 0, then minus x2 plus 3x3 equal to 0, and last one is all 0. So it is 0. So there is nothing is there. So you can see the rank is also here. What is the rank here? Because it is already in this format. So rank is here 2. You can see. The rank 2 means you have to assume someone should be k. So which one should be k? You can take anyone as a k as you wish. If you take x2 is equal to k, then your x1 will be equal to k by 2. Your x3 will be equal to k by 3. So if you put this, I think this is 2. 1 1 0 0 2 2. Sorry, this was 2. I made a mistake there. This is 2. So this is not creating any effect here because all are at 0. So it is 2. Again it is not creating any problem, but here it is creating problem. So it will be k by 2. So what will be your eigenvector now? K by 2, x2 is k, then k by 2. So if you take k common or multiplied by k by 2, if you take common, then what it will be? If you take k by 2 common, it will be k by 2. If you take common, then it will be 1 2 1. Is it in the answer? For lambda equal to 3, it is the eigenvector. Yes, this is in the answer, and this is in option B. They have written in transpose form. So I think that's all for today. We will continue in next class.